IPL हो प्रिमियर लिग वाला IPL होइन बट डिफ्रेन्ट काइन्ड अफ IPL जस्तै
एक्लै बसेर मुस्कुराउनु हो भान्जा सिधै काम
सिधै होइन भएर सुरु हुन्ला हो रुम जोइन गरेर बसेर
गेम हान्ला
गेम हान्नु होइन बोल्नुपर्छ क्या काम गर्नु यत्रो दिन अब लिभमा बस्यो अनि अब त सुरु गर्नु पऱ्यो
पर्छ
नत्र पैसो काट्छ पैसो
म त जान्छु यार
ल आरती गरेर आउनु
म त भर्खर आएको घर आज त भगवती
कहाँ
त्यो क्याफेमा
हेलो
पैसाले रिटर्न सब सिधो 10,000 खायो
के खानु हो त्यत्रो
के चाहिँ खाएन भन न कफी सब के खुवाइ मैले त नामै नभएन पनि भयो यार
रमाइलो रमाइलो हरा के हुनुहुन्छ त अब
म त घरमा साथीको बर्थडे भन्दैछु
ए निशान्तै त्यहाँ नि थियो नि निशान्तै थियो नि त्यहाँ नि अनि भइहाल्यो
निशान्तको बर्थडे भन्दैछु होइन अनि मम्मीलाई फोन गरेर के हुन्छ गरेपछि
आरती गरिहाल्नु भगवान्को नाममा नआइदिएन गर्न नि आउन
आउँछु यहाँ आइसक्यो केही भन्दैन
ल
जानु
आइहाल्नु है त Trilling, polling, tinting, coating, polling, la. Leveling, polling, la. let it get started on time. Okay guys, do subscribe. We will begin this game shortly. Already 71 players have joined. Remainings for the team number 15. One player is remaining over there, and for the another team, Sokal Hyper, one player is remaining over there. For the team number 16, there is no player. They need to join on time. Let's talk about another team, that is Sokal EXPR. They are overall 3 over there. So one player is absent. So be on time. I guess time is running out. It's already been 5:53. Since we need to start it on 7 minutes, which means that from 45 5 minutes goes over there, 6 7 8. It's been already 8 minutes of waiting time. It need to get started by the time. It need to get finished by the time, since there are overall 5 games. Whereas the very first game will be our Erangel, second one will be our none other than Miramar, third will be our Sanok, fourth will be our Miramar, and last one will be our favorite map, that is so called Erangel. So let's just get ready. I hope you guys are doing well, and if you are new to the very channel, like, subscribe as soon as possible, and don't forget to support your team through spamming in the chat the certain team name. That will be the very thing to support your team by the time. I hope so. It need to get started on time. Hello Nick, start on time. Hello brother. Ignore Marilu. Ignore Marilu re. Okay, now our game has, or Haber has already been started, but starting in some sort of seconds. So let's just get ready. We have overall 73 players available for the game, and I'm caster on more with you until the very exhaustion of the game. So let's get started. The very first game has been started by the time with 73 players over here. And the very first map will be our none other than the map of Erangel, so that we have many much time left to get started. But I think it will start later, not later but sooner than that. We are expecting the team so-called TIP. This is the very first game for me. I guess I don't know any team personally, so that it will be a little bit hard to get to know about their games, but we will figure it out by the time passes. So let's get started. The very first game has been started by the time with that 73 players on the plane with 19 teams ahead, and then after that we have to talk about the plane path, whereas the plane path has been started from the area so called Novo Repnoy and ended at the end of the shooting range. So teams okay, it is kind of centric plane path, which means each and every team school able to go to their on drop location, since it is center, so that it will be easier to get reach to their on drop location. So that the very first team to get dropped from the plane was our team, none other than X33. For this very team, overall 4 players standing. They are being dropped at the area of Novo Repnoy, and then after that I think they will look after it to loot out the continent area. Okay, they are the very solo team to loot over there, so there is no any drop classes by the time, so that we have to look after the zone as well. Finally they have already got that dropped, and they must need to look forward for the loot. And for the team, there are overall 2 teams, whereas one is our team number 11 Yaf Yamwai, and another one will be our 3 Fun. Yeah, there are overall 2 teams, and I am looking forward for the classes. I guess they will definitely have had the classes over here. Okay, they are dropping in the same compound for the time. Okay, Funzaido already get in. He got the gun. Haber has to go for the swords, but haven't gone by now. For the team, AFF player are getting knocked, but oh my god, over here Siki as top player 1 already got knocked out, whereas our top player has managed out the very first kill for the team. For the team number 17, one of the player already got knocked in finish. Over here the very fights has already been begin, and 3 Funny Cloud got knocked out, but Zyro has managed out 1 kill for his team. And for this very team so called Yafiamwai, 3 minutes standing. Haber has to go for the very fights, and they are being ready with that. The very QBZ reloading the very Scorpion for the backup. Most probably that will be the very thing that they will thinking about. Yes, I would eyes and only 1 minute and 13 seconds left here अभी के लिए and जाना पड़ेगा fight के लिए but haven't gone for the fight माने वो fight के लिए जा नहीं चुके and finally they are over here and trying for the fights. Let's go. Okay, this could be the fine damage each others. That is a very fine trade between them. Means they have managed out equal. Okay, by time one player knocked for the team. Nothing to say, got knocked out. But okay, overall the very first squad has been exited, which is so-called FMY. They have exited without any of the points since they haven't got any of the frag points, which is the only way to get points until you reach hashtag 8. To get the very placement point done, you need to get inside the very stacket, which couldn't able to be done by the team so-called FMY. So they have to exit with the 0 points. It is really a bad starting, but we have more 4 games left, so they don't have to get demotivated by the time. So that yeah, they need to figure out their mistakes. They need to work on their team coordination, and that will probably but sure improve their game, and I'm hoping best for them in the very next game. Hope they don't let me down. And for the team number 17, 3 players are over here since they have faced one of the player casually, so they are not showing any of the movements by the time. So they are looking forward for the enemy first move, so that they could able to take that certain advantage and take their revenge of one player being knocked in finish. And for the team GFN, one of the player for the team GFN has already got knocked out over there, which was not that much fine for the team. They have already managed our first kill, which means that yeah, they have already grabbed out the very first point. And for the spirit team, there are overally 3 minutes standing from where one of the player already got knocked in finish. So last 2 minutes standing. Yeah, overly this will be the very close call, but haven't gone for the free fight. But for the team, there is the very fight where they have managed out 3 kills. Where was the last one? They are looking for the last one, but I'm also not seeing him anywhere, him or her anywhere. But here is that last place standing for the team NF, whereas 3 players already got exited without any other points. All the responsibility really on him, since he was the very not he was, but he is the last player for the team. So he need to bear out the very responsibility, and his team's points table got really on him. So he need to be more conscious. He need to play more consciously. This is the very first game. This is the very best game. Best mean by if you could able to do fine in the very first game, and that surely motivate and uplift your game for the remaining matches for sure to be for the team Esewa Sports. Hyper macros just got one player knocked in finish through the fist. I don't know exactly what was that situation over there to do that, so but if it is done intentionally, then it is a very disrespectful or undisciplined sportsmanship. Most probably that will be the very thing, and we need to look after here. Okay, for the team X Daport already got knocked out, but where were they? I'm just looking forward for them. Are they here? No. Where were they? Okay, over here. But oh, okay, sorry, we have missed that fight. I'm really sorry for that loss. And for the team, 2 of the player already got knocked out, but last 2 minutes standing. But they are trying for the recover over here, and they finished that recovery phase, and they're standing on their foot by the time. And XX Porsche also got knocked out over there. And okay, last place standing will be our Freezy. And Freezy able to take that revenge of his player that got exited because of Team Hyper. This goes the grenade against the team. Okay, nice knock by the time. That will be the suppressor with that none other than Og. By the time next grenade is being ready, this goes the grenade, but I don't think so that could able to deal out that much damage. And last player has been knocked in finished by the player so-called Hyper Shuki. So RIP to the team and himself as well. For this BT team, One of the player, Sukal Marcos, got knocked out while rushing at the last enemy, but somehow they have managed out the very revival job done on time, which makes them Fume standing by the time as it need to be. Okay, they have already grabbed out 4 points for their team, which is really appreciable for sure to be. Only 50 seconds left for the next stage of the zone, so we must need to get ready for the battles that will gonna be happening by the next zone. Most probably we have 55 players and 16 teams over here, and next stage of the zone will be changed in only 40 seconds. We have to wait till then to get to know about the zone changes. I think we are being live. I don't have the backup device. Okay, guys. By the time. Okay, if you are guys new to the very channel, please make sure to like and subscribe button. That will really appreciable. And for the team as be, yeah, there are overally 4 minutes standing, who is they haven't got any of the frags yet, so that they are on that certain neutral phase where they are not showing any of the movements as like the enemy teams, so that they are trying to get the very advantage of disadvantages of the enemy. That is the very thing. If our team got disadvantage, then another team will surely get the advantages. Over here, Xerox is trying to get healed up. I don't know where from where he is getting damage. I guess over here, from here, most probably they are getting ready. SBL team is making a pathway to get. Okay, this goes a shot, nice one against the light, but yeah. Over here, one of the player got knocked out. One of the player also got finished. Okay, next player, but no, Cobra, not Cobra, but Cobra got knocked out. 1v2 has been drawn by the team. 1v3, I guess, but no. Light managed out that one knocked, and this team is facing too much pressure in the game. Last place standing so bad, but they have somehow managed out one frag for the team, whereas our player Sukal Shanshir couldn't able to get any of the frags. In fact, he already got killed over there. For the team SB Alex, the very last hope was our player none other than Zyro X. How could he able to manage out? I think in this time going against the very enemy team as a solo player against 3 players, it is not that right time to do that. So doing a fallback job will be really better by the time, so that yeah, getting fallback will appreciate their game most probably. Not otherwise that will depreciate their game, since it is really hard to get that 1v3 job done in this situation, I guess. But let's get ready. Team number 10 is getting engaged in the very fights, but okay, that will be the very short back strife is getting game. Okay, Zio also got knocked in, finished for the team number 20. Last one is standing over here, since 2 of the player got knocked out for the team number 10, but 2 player got knocked in, finished, not just knocked, but they have got finished, so that team number 20 is getting trade, must probably trade what is called as trade deficit, a surplus by the time in the very fight. And another one team made so-called 3 Funny Cloud also got knocked out. Nothing to say, will be the last place standing, but he also faced that backstab, which makes him lose that space and got exited all the way from the lobby at the hashtag 16. So that it is not that fine for the team ENF. 3 of the player already got knocked in, finished. Last place standing is over here. 1d20 second left for the next stage of the zone, which will be our stage start, and we are getting ready and super excited to see the shift of the zone, which will be get shifted in almost 10 seconds, not 10 seconds, but okay, another stage, and the very closing zone need to be get started by the time. Okay, by the time we have almost 2 minutes for the next stage of the zone, and this goes the very close encounter. How many times left? Only 2 minutes, less than that. Okay, let's get moving. For the team number 4, they are so-called neutral team, since they haven't got engaged in any of the fights, so that they don't have any of the casualty in the team and any of the frag points for themselves as well, or elimination point. And let's talk about the team so-called JETZ. For this very team, 3 player available. Okay, another 1 player also got knocked out, and this will be the very finishing touch, first casualty for the team, whereas they have a 1 player absent in their lobby, so that they have to manage out this game as a duo, getting engaged in the very fights. PXC full pressed to the team, but one of the player got knocked out. There is third party as well. By the time it is swing really hard. Last player standing for the spirit team. BXC fake T2K managed out one of the knock. This goes a grenade. I don't think so. The projectile goes right, or this is overcooked nade. So this could not able to deal out any of the fine or fruitful damage against the team. This goes the very close encounter. Grenade are coming time by times again. But okay, he also faced that backstrap by the team number 7. So he also got exited by the time. Another one team exited from the lobby. Only 14 teams left. This goes a grenade. Okay, this could able to manage out some of the damages, but not that so fruitful. Another one grenade. This goes at the space, but oh my god, dot HP. This grenade surely managed out that knock out job done, as like I mentioned out, one of the player got knocked in finish, but one of the player got knocked out over here. Last room standing for the team BXC, whereas one of the players so called BXC head TL9K already got knocked in finish. This team has managed out 4 kills, which means they have already secured out 4 points for themselves, but they have also lose one of their players, and another player is on the side of getting exited over here, and he also got exited by now. So last room is standing for that certain team. Only 3 seconds left, and this will be our third shift where DF Yummy is at on the very centric position of the zone. And one more interesting fact about him, he was the very last player standing, otherwise he was the very responsible body for his team, since 3 of the player already got exited from the lobby, whereas they have only got 1 frag for their team, whereas 2 player has got exited without any of the frag points. Last player was our DFPME, but he hasn't also managed out any of the frag points so far. Let's go to the team GLX. They have managed our 3 kills. I guess last place standing is over here. Have a go for this. Oh, nice knock, brother. Another grenade is being thrown against him, and this could able to manage out really a beautiful connection over there, and this fruitful grenade could able to manage out this game clutch to them, and have her has got 4 frag in their side, whereas one of the player already got knocked in finish. 3 player are available. The revival job need to be done on time, and they need to get engaged or enter the zone on time. Only 31 players left. With that, the very 11 teams over here. Only 50 seconds left in this very present scenario. We have talked about the team so-called Hyper. They have already got 7 frag for themselves, whereas our Spike so-called Spike has managed out 4 kills. He must be the top fragger for the lobby. As like I mentioned out, he was the top fragger for the lobby with 703.49 damages solo. And he has the assist of only 1. He doesn't has much assist, but got 4 kills, which is very appreciable. I think he will be the very top fragger for the game number 1. Ringle. Okay guys, for the team number 4 player is standing, but they haven't got engaged in any of the fights so far, but they got the zone. Since they have number advantage, they could able to do much more better in the very last zone. Okay, this goes the shots against Asian, and face out some of the common damages over there. By the time they have to just manage out or hold this space on their own, so that they could able to play freely. And this is a very fine space by the time according to the zone. Let's look after the very zone 15, which will tell us more story or behind the story of the game. And for the team GL, yes guys, 3 player are standing. One of the player already got knocked in finished by the time. They have already managed out 4 kills, whereas our Sukal player top play 2 has managed out 2 kills, whereas our player Sukal top play has managed out another 2 kills, which makes altogether 4 kills for them. They have lose one of the players, so that they have to work on the 3-man domination in the lobby, whereas we have 11 teams more in the lobby with that the very 30 players. And we have to talk about the team. If they got inside the hashtag 8, they could able to grab 1 points as a placement point from the hashtag 8. They could able to earn points as a placement, so that they need to focus on the survival by the time. And okay, teams are getting inside the zone as soon as possible. For the team goats, they are okay. How much split they are? There are only 2 women standing for this spirit team, where they have already lose out 2 of the players. They are at on 0 points by the time, but they are also, I will be right back. Okay, guys, sorry for that. I'm back. I'm really sorry. I'm back again. Yes, guys, I think I don't have missed any of the fights over there by the time, but let's get engaged in the game. Sorry for the inconveniences, but for the team, there are overly fights over here. Okay, the zone 15 looks interesting. The zone is kind of open zone, but there is a compound. Another one compound is over here, but I don't think so. The zone will go on this side. I think zone will be go as here. I just think that so. That will be my prediction. Let me know your prediction in the very chat section for the team. CK has 3 player available as like I already mentioned out, but they have plus another 1 points in name or frag for the team DF last place standing, which will be our none other than DF Yummy B. 3 player already got knocked in, finished by this very team. This was the grenade. Last player also got exited from here, so they could able to manage our 6 frag, whereas 3 frag has been contributed by our player so-called top play 2, and another 3 frag has been contributed by our player so-called top play. And Leonis is here without any of the frag points for the team BE. 3 player standing, one of the player already got knocked in, finished. They have managed out 2 kills for the team Gorge. One of the players so-called Project OP also got knocked out over here. Last player standing is over here, so the revival job need to be done on time. The process of getting revived has been already started over here, and they need to manage it out on time. Okay, for the team B, they are getting close, and this fight could able to get wrapped up on time, so they need to get inside the zone as soon as possible, since they have already managed out for frag for their team. But one bad news or bad thing in their case is that they have lose one of their players, which was not that fine. So let's talk about the team so-called TIP. For this very team, 4 standing, but in case they have managed out any of the frag points for their side, not only frag points, but they haven't faced any of the casualties so far, so they are at 4 standing. They could able to do much more better since they have the normal advantage, but that confidence will be lax since they haven't get engaged in the very fights, which will be kind of hard to get engaged later on. And okay, for the team BE, another 1 player also got knocked out over here outside the zone, so that the very revival will be kind of hard over there. Okay, getting closer, the revival job has been started. This is a very risk-taking job over there. This is a very stage 5, so we need to go for the another stage of the zone. For the team so-called Hyper, overally from standing, 7 kills has been already acquired by the team. For the team CK, as top player also got exited from the lobby. Only 7 teams left, with that the very 22 players alive in the lobby. And this is the very stage 5, and we are going for the another stage of the zone, which will be our stage 6 for the team. The player who was gone here for the revival also got knocked out, and last place standing for this very team. It is a really hard situation over here, so Sam doesn't get harsh in that fight, but somehow he's getting engaged in that, so it will be little bit hard to manage it out. Another grenade is being ready. This goes the grenade, and okay, defend himself, knocked out one of their players, so that the revival job need to be done on time, but they have somehow managed out that last player for the team VE got exited from the lobby. So we have only 6 teams left over here, with that the very 19 players, which means that all the teams that got inside this has successfully able to manage out 2 point as a placement point. For the team defense, they have already managed our 6 frag, which is really appreciable in this case. For the team Hyper, Spike, which is at the hashtag 1 of the very frag points, he got knocked out, and we have been converted into hashtag 5 since so-called team BDX got exited from the lobby. And by the time Spike need to get revival, but it is kind of hard to do that, so that they have to lose that 1 player. I just think that's so, but they are trying, but it could not able to get succeed over here, and they have to manage out this game at 3-man domination. Haber has to go for the very shots. This is going fine shots. First player got knocked out over here, and they are at 3-man standing since one of the player for their team has been absent or haven't get joined in the very first game, so that for this very team last man is standing since one of the players who got also got knocked in, finish. They are arrived here for the close combat, and another player Naruto also got knocked in, finish. Last be standing will be our Kaizen. How could he able to look after it? How could he able to manage this game on their sides, and all the responsibility rely on his back, so he need to perform well. There is a lot of spacers and all lot of presence in the game. And let's go with the smoke and making some sort of covers. By the time they have already managed our 6 frag, which is really appreciable for the team TIP. One of the player Night is at on very low HP. The very heal up job is being started for this very team. For the team Hyper player are getting knocked over here, but the revival job however has need to get started on time. For the team defense, there are overly firmly standing and they are defending the very game so nicely. They are getting engaged in the very fights against the team Hyper, which is the aggressive team out there since they have already managed out 16 frag. Top fragger for the lobby is rely on this very team, which was our Hyper Suki. He has already managed out 7 frag for this team. This is not the very total frag for the team defend as well. They have only got 6 frag, whereas solo or single player for the team Hyper got 7 frag solo. Let's go for the very shots. Scores the very shots, but no, one of the player got knocked. Another one also got knocked out. Third player, oh my god, let's go. Another one player also got knocked out. Last player standing, Kanzwin Haber has got that potential to get this game on their very sides. Let's see. It is being really hard. Okay, last player has been got exited through that vehicle. Last two teams standing over here 3v3, whereas Deep, the very team who have managed out this game on the very Aztec 2 without any of the frag points. One of the players so-called Deep Nahid got knocked in finish. 3 players are available without any of the frag points since they has got into the Aztec 2. They could able to manage out 6 points as a placement point. Rather than that, they haven't got any of the points so far. Let's talk about the team Hyper. They have already managed out 21 frag for the team, which means they have already got that 21 frags or points in their points table. I think they will be the very champion. First player got knocked out over here. Okay, can they able to get this second in the round at 24 kills, which makes the very total points of 34 for them to be. This will be the very really great starting. Scammer got knocked in finish, whereas our Suki has managed our 10 frags solely on from his side. This goes the very shots against the Dolle. Aizen is at on the very dot. As pin Aizen also got knocked out over here. Sirix will be the last piece standing. Let's go with the very grenade. This goes the grenade. Okay, this could able to manage out a very fine connection. Another grenade is over here. Last player also got exited from the lobby, and since that the very winner chicken has been done by the team so-called Hypersuke. They have managed out 24 kills, and after that they have got 10 points as a placement point as well. So they could able to manage out this game with that 34 points, which is really great. So let's appreciate their hard work, and we will look after you in the very until then. The very top fragger was our player, none other than Hypersuke. With that, the very 2-bill elimination. Congratulations to him. We will meet you at the very next game. Till then, bye bye. We'll be right back. काम गर्नु त्यही भएर नत्र त यत्रो दिन कति मेरो कतिको लस भयो होला सोच्नु त मेरो दिनमा 3 टाइम गर्न मिल्छ जसले गर्दा तपाईँले Obvious. Okay, guys, the very second game however has already been started, and this is the very game or map of the Miramal. The very second game, the very first game has been started with that the very almost 74 players and almost I guess 19 teams, or not almost but exactly 19 teams. But by now we have 20 teams over here. For the team number 7, there are overall 3 players standing. One of the player is absent for this very team, and another team to get absent player was our team number 23, which was our team CKAds. Yeah, they are over here with the other very 3 men rather than these of the two teams is in every teams are at the very full squad. So let's go and the very let's talk about the plane path. We have been talking about that recently. Let's get join in that. Okay, ruins from the area of ruins, the plane path has been started and end up at the area of something like Partona, so that it is a very odd and awkward kind of plane path for the team whose drop were Cruz de Villa, Today Amuda, Tyra Boronca, Cam Militra, EI Azad, Truck Stop, Minas Gilreis, Impala, Purito Parisho, and all. But the teams which got their drop location on the center of the map, they could able to rely on the very plain path, which makes them easy to get into their side, so that the very fights has been already started over here, whereas one of the player already got knocked in, finished by the team. Another one player also got knocked out. Last woman standing, Apollo and Kaiser Renu will be the two women standing. Let's just get down and looting the very area. Purposefully this goes the very shots and duels already got knocked in place. But the team Z, last woman standing is over here. Last woman standing since two of the player already got knocked in, finished and being ready with the other very grenade. Haber has to go for it, and this will be the very nade, and but this could not able to deal any of the fruitful damage against the player Sokol our Zed Kai's Renew. And for the team A of Genji already got knocked in, finished, and this goes the very shots but could not able to manage out a very fine connection. But okay, our shipad managed out that knocked in finish, instant knocked in finish by here, whereas 3 players for this very team already got exited. Last place standing will be our EMC Apollo. Let's go for the fight. Okay, this was the very shots and one of the player already got knocked in finish, but he need to remember that one fact that he was the last standing for his team. Either way, he will be the very responsible body over here. Another player, okay, you can able to deal out another one knocked, whereas he got exited over from here at hashtag 20. He and his overall team got exited from there without any of the points, so sorry for them. First team to get exited was our team none other than EMC or Jet. For this spirit team, really bad, but they not need to worry that much since we have more 3 games left. And for the team BXC, Hedel TL 9 kills over here. For this very team, they have already managed out 4 frag per day, 1 kills for them to have had. They have done equal contribution in this very time. And another one great fact for them is that they got the center of the zone at this very area of San Martin. For the team TIP, they were the very hashtag 2 or first runner up in the very first game, which on which they have got 6 placement point. They haven't got any of the frag points over there on the very first game. They could be regarded as a patience full game. We managed out that patience but could not able to do that much. Yeah, only fine fact about them is that they could able to manage out 6 points as a placement point by being hashtag 2 or first runner up in the very first game. This is the very second game. Defend for the team defend, they have got exited on hashtag 3, something like that, but they have the number advantage. They got exited in hashtag 3 most probably, whereas they are managed of 6 frag points and 5 placement points, which makes their points equal to 5 plus 6 to 12, not 12 but 11 points in the very first game. And second game, for the very second game, the player Sukal our min 68 have already managed out 4 frag for his team, which means he have already done at that clutch 1v4 clutch. Really appreciate that. For the team AF, Parker got 1 kill for his team, whereas 3 of the player haven't got any of the frag points so far, but 4 player were standing over here. They are looting this area purposefully by the time and by the time for the team EXP, they have already managed out first frag for this petty team. And okay, they're just looking for the another angles most probably to get another one frag in their side. And there are overly, how many teams were there? Overly 3 teams over here. For the team SBL, the very first player Sukal Zyrex, but remember that one fact, Zyrex was the last player in the very last game, where his 3 player got exited, but last player Xerox could able to manage out their survival. much than his other three teammates, but by the time he was the one to get finished earlier among them. So let's just get ready. And the zone is being close encountered by the team, so then just need to get into the zone as soon as possible for the team. Three Funi, they have to get moved in from this area and get into or reach into the very zone as soon as possible for the team Hyper, the very champion team in the very first game with that the very 34 altogether points, which was really impressive. I don't think so we could able to see such fights or game in the remaining matches. It's really hard to do that. So 24 kills, 24 team kills. Can you believe that? That was really impressive. Whereas most of the frag has been contributed by this player Sugal Hyper Suki. He have managed out something like 12 frags for his team solely. He was the very top fragger for the lobby, not only for his team but for the lobby, which was really impressive. And I'm hoping same or consistent game on that on this game. On that note, let's talk about another team, so-called NF Doing is over here, and there is some kind of difficulties over there. But for the team TIP, Aizen got knocked in finish earlier, which was really bad. In this very sense, 1v3 play standing over here, and as like their game, as I know that they could not able to do that a very aggressive game or manage out any of the gunfights earlier. Squad fights is really hard for them to have had. As by now to be, they have to prove me wrong. By the time I just believe if they were able to prove me wrong, then I will surely appreciate that. That will be for their own good. For each player team, they have already managed out 2 frag, whereas first frag has been contributed by a player none other than Parker and another one by Escape, whereas Pung has managed out any of the frags, whereas Zenji already got knocked in finish. That for the team Hyper as well. The very champion team is also using the very players over here. I need to get engaged in the very fights. They are going close by. What were they doing? Can they able to get that footprint? Another one player also got knocked out. 4 got knocked out. Scammer will be the last player standing. His team rely on his back. Let's just see that how could he manage out this game. Our Virtue also got knocked in finish over there. Rex is over there. Scammer is facing damages. Oh, this goes very short, but no escape. Were able to manage out this fight and get escape from this squad fight earlier. And okay, the team so-called TIP got exit at hashtag 18 for the team. Exports, 2 of the player got knocked out. Last room is standing. Hyper, okay, a third player also got knocked out. One of the player for the team Hyper, in the revenge of one player, they have already knocked out 3 of the players. They have a very fight trade surplus over here. They are having the very surplus situation, getting engaged in the very fights. Let's go. Last player standing is over here. By the time Dudu will be the last player standing. This goes the more. Let's go. Oh, another one player also got knocked out. This will be the drop shot. Another one player also got knocked out. Luckily, Azuran got that revival down. The champion team is facing so much difficulties over here. Last player standing were there. Let's go. Ibersuki is over here and getting ready for the shots. This goes the shots. Okay, another one player also got knocked out. Let's get into the very fights. The reloading job has been started and done by the time. Let's go for the fights. Okay, another one player got knocked out. Another, not just one player, but he could able to manage that 1v3 job done. He was the very top fragger for the very first game. As by now to be at on the very second game, the whole game is being relayed on his back since he was the very last player standing for his team. By the time only 1 minute and 6 seconds left for the another stage of the zone, and we are being absolutely very much ready for the next stage of the zone. I am really curious to see that the very zone shifting. Yeah guys, English plus Nepali भनिसकेपछि हाम्रो त्यस्तै रहेको छ सिचुएसन. आई डोन्ट थिङ्क सो कि नेपाली हुन्छ भने yes we are here भनेर एकचोटि च्याटमा लेख्नु होला. Then I will look after the very Nepali language as well. Not otherwise, rather than that I have to continue with that the very in English genre over here. And by the time only 35 seconds left in this pretty present scenario for the team Sukal 99A, they have managed out 2 frag. First frag has been contributed by a player Shokal TZU Ju or Gu, what was that? Oh my god, never mind. For the team, Yanmar version 99A has managed out another one frag. They have already managed out two frags, which means they have already grabbed out 2 points in their points table, whereas they haven't faced any of the casualties, so that they are at on the very 4 minute standing. They will be 4 minutes strong over here. By the time GFM, Duma, 7P, Punk B5 is over here, and we have to talk about it. This goes the very shorts. One of the player already got knocked in finish, another one player also got knocked out over there, which was not that fine. So that the very boosting up job has been done by using that certain painkillers and trying to get healed up by the use of this certain medikit. Medikit is being used over here for the team. X Topwood got knocked out. Last standing will be out GF and Ryuma, 7, PB and K for this very team. Two of the player already got knocked in finish. Let's go for the battle. They have to get engaged into the very battle. Proposes the very player is at on the very dot as we last in the list. Player also got exited from here. They have managed out 7 frag over here without any of the casualty, which is a really a very soft loss for them to have had. This the very second game is being on the side of the team BXC, as they are doing really great. The zone is being shifting in last a minute, only less than a minute left for the next stage of the zone, and we are really curious to see that. For the team BE, there are overall 4 minutes standing, but by the time they haven't got any of the casualty or frag points or investment point, only 40 seconds left. This is the very stage 2. We have to go for the another stage of zone. B goes Sam 7 BX are trying to go for the shots but haven't gone for it. VX Sigul Ibinas 1B99 is over here. For this with the team, FMY Marmar Boy was over there. 20 seconds for the next stage of the zone close encounter. Let's get ready for that. Only 17 seconds left. Next stage of the zone will be our stage third, and I'm really excited to see the shifting where the very zone rely on. We must need to get a look after it, and that was really a very curious thing to get think about. And for the team Sekias, one dominant standing. One of the player already got knocked in finish. One player is absent for this with the team. By the time for the team number 20, one of the player already got knocked in finish. For the team B, players are getting knocked over there. Not just knocked, but getting finished either. This was not that great for the team FMY 4 minutes standing, whereas our player so-called Maiko has managed out the very first pack for the team. However, has to very go for the very fights, but haven't gone by now. 3 of the player are available, whereas one of the player already got knocked in finish. Zombie got exited from here as he faced that knocked in finish job done, which was really bad for his team, but good for the enemy team. They have managed out 2 frags, which means our team so-called Ari got 2 player casualty. Not Ari, but team B got 2 player casualty, and they are at on 0 points since they have got any of the frags till now. Despite of being together, they are far. So that they need to get engaged or get together on time and need to walk on the very zone rather than focusing on the fights. They need to get engaged or enter the zone on time and look after a very safe place to rely on for a short period of time until the very next zone departed over there. Only 50 seconds left, and another stage of the zone will be a stage 4, and we are going really curious to see that. Most probably that will be the very thing. I don't know guys how many of you guys are supporting which teams, so that let me know your team names on the very chat section. By spamming your team name, you will be able to highlight them in the very game. I will be able to talk more about them. Since that will be the very thing. If you are new to the very channel, please make sure to like and subscribe them, and that will be really appreciable. In this very case, the bandage applying process has been already started for this very team, since it is really essential to do that. So since they're getting inside the very zone from that blue zone. And okay guys, only 9 seconds left, and zone has been already converted into a very small space, and the zone looks crowdy somehow. And for the team FMY, a 4 minutes standing, whereas our player so-called Micro has managed out 1 frag, and another 1 frag has been contributed by our player none other than FMY White Card Marmar Boy, and Newbies is here without any frag points, which was not that great in this very situation. For the team BXC, they have managed out 10 frag double-digit kill points for them to have had, whereas the very 4 frag has been contributed by our fake T2K, and he was the very first player to get exited in the very first game for his team, but he's really doing well. Since every day isn't a Sunday, which means that most probably every day is on a good day. Some day you have to face bad things, some days you have to face good things either, and that day is compromised, or yeah, what is called that the day is being personified as like the games do either, and that was the very thing. And for the team goats, there are over 4 minutes standing, but they haven't got any of the frag points. Any one of the fine fact about them is they haven't got exited anyone, so that 4 minutes standing for this very team, so that they have to perform 4 minute domination. Most probably I am hoping they will be able to do that. So and by the time they need to get inside in the zone is 500-meter far from them, so they need to get engaged in the or enter the zone on time, and look after a very fine area to rely on and to manage or to look after the very game. And only 1 minute and 18 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team BE. Okay, for the team number 6, 2 of the player already got exited last round standing for this very team. They haven't got any of the frag points so far, so they are at on the very 0 points. By the time for the team number what is the team so called 16, for this very team 4 minutes standing, they have managed up 2 frag, whereas 1 frag has been contributed by our player so called TG Gu, and another 1 player was our player none other than NMR Virsi 99E. This team has managed up 2 frag already. 2 of the player is here without any of the frag points. However, has to get engaged in the very fights. Let's just get ready. They have been a very aggressive team from the starting. They have already managed up 11 frag, which means that they have already got 11 points. By the time this goes is played, this will be the very clear-cut spray to manage that knocked out, but he missed that opportunity, and this was a very golden opportunity that he could that he don't wanna get loose, but one of the player got knocked out for the team goats. They are at on the very 0 kills, and this problem is not being on their side. It is really bad. This is not their time, most probably. Okay, the team who has managed out to get survive with 4 minutes standing without taking any of the fights. Certainly they get engaged in the very fight to 2 of the players over here, and the situation is also getting worse as they are at on that open area and got that small certain sweet cover of that smoke. Last room standing, one of the player already got knocked in, finished. Wukle 99 got finished either way. Last room standing for this very team, 36 player and 12 teams are over here. Only 15 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team BE. Last play starting will be our Higza. 2 of the player already got knocked in, finished. The bandage applying process has already been started for this very team. 2 of the player got exited. Only 4 seconds left in this very present scenario, and the stage of the zone will be our stage 5. Let's just see where does this zone sit in goes. The zone goes to the pocket of the team so called fake. They will be highly appreciated by the zone by the time. And for the team EXP, 3 players standing, one of the players who called Primes already got knocked in, finished. For the team AF Parker also got knocked out over here. And for this video team, okay, the situation is getting worsening. Last place standing for this video team, they have already managed up 4 frag, but they haven't got any of the placement point yet. Since in order to get that placement points on our side, we must need to get inside #8 so that we could able to grab that position point as one. If you got inside #8, we could able to get that 1 placement point. #10 also 1, #62, #53, #44, #5, not 5 but #3, that will be 5, #2 will be 6. And if you got the chicken down on your side, then you will get 10 points as a placement point or chicken point, most probably. That is the very thing. This is the very stage 5, and we are going for the energy stages of the zone, and we are getting absolutely ready for the any kinds of battle that will gonna be happening thereby soon. 4 kills has already been collected by the team, and trying to go with the very grenade by our AF MY Maramar. This goes the very shots against the team. 3 AF or 3 fun. This was the shots against the Maramar boy. Got no damage or got no chill pill over there. and they have got zone A's, but it is being really hard, I guess. For the team, last room is Sani for the team has be Alex, a solo player who have got that frag done for their team has already got exited, and one of the player also called Zyrus. He was the very first player to get exited from the lobby, but he was the very last survival for his team in the very last game, which was in the very first game. Most probably, if you do know about that, I have talked about that much morely in the very first game. If you are looking the stream from the first level, you have known that much properly. And for the team as be Alex, 2 minutes standing, 2 of the player already got knocked in. Please tap already managed 2 kills for the team BE. Here's a VX is over here, and they are trying to manage out that healing absorb. FMY White Cat also got knocked out in this very case, and FND also got knocked in finish, and Haber has to go for these shots. And let's get ready as well as Cobra or Kora, not Cobra but Kora got knocked out. Last player standing is over here. Last player standing will be our Shansi. 2 of the player already got knocked out. Third player is on the way to get finished over here, and it is hard to manage that revival on Dawn. Already enemies gone against him with that the very Molly, and got that finished on time. Last player standing for the team BE as well. 3 of the player already got knocked in finished, which was not that fine for the team as BLX. The very same conditions in last place standing 1v1 fight need to be done. M249 is being ready by here, and this grenade could able to deal out that 26 damage against Sunseed. Sunseed is getting bagged. Sunseed is getting down from the backside as well. We are expecting shots from the team EXPR, we have already converted into hashtag 8, which means teams could able to get that placement point on their side in this very situation, and the heal up job need to be done on time for the team EXPR. One of the players Sokal Prime already got knocked in finished, but 3 players are available over here. The fights is being managed out over here, and okay, let's go for the fight. And last player got knocked in finished by the zone, not by V. So the story will end for the team BE as well from here, since EXPR could able to manage out through the advantages of that heal, take that kill on their side. Most of the teams are getting knocked in finish outside the very zone. The zone is being cruel for the teams, and let's just get ready with the grenade. This goes the grenade on the smoke, but could not able to manage out any of the effective damage against the enemy player. For the team PEK, Sirius is the very player to get that frag on for his team, and rather than him, all 3 players are there without any of the fragments. The revival need to be done by the team BX, but BX is also doing fine job as like the last winner team Sokal Hyper. The revival has been already started. They need to manage it out on time for the team ENF. Last player standing, 3 of the player already got knocked in finish. Last player is over here, 1:35 seconds left. Stage 7 is this, and we have to go for the another stage of the zone. Then just need to get up by the time 4 teams are available over here with that the very 8 players. Let's just get engaged in the very fights. Altogether they have managed out 8 frag for the team phase as well. For this spirit team, Sirius has managed out 1 frag, where 3 of the player haven't got any of the frags yet. For the team PK Sirius, only 9 seconds left in this very present scenario. Let's just be ready over here. Fun run is over here for the team BXC. One of the players Sukal Gardly T9K got knocked out, and for that very team player are being not just knocked but finished as it goes the shots against the team BXC. Last place standing will be our 52. Again, he was the top fragger for the team and lobby. Either way, he was both a top fragger for the team and for the lobby. 3 from Ren also got knocked in finish. For this with the team, there are 4 minutes standing, which means a squad available for them to have had fakes over here. Let's go for the shots. First player got knocked out. Another 1 player is also getting shots. He has tried for that finish. He could able to go for much more. Okay, this goes a grenade against him, and this their game at on the hashtag 2, but this second grenade goes to the team none other than team DF with that the very 5 frags. And as we need to talk about the team Sokal VX, they have done a very beautiful game with 4 ones of 4 to Jait for 3 are 12 plus 12 third 24 12 to 24 12 24 with 24 kills. They come in that very stage of hashtag 2, so they could able to get that 30 points in a second or single game. So congratulations to them, and top fragger was a player none other than BX Effect T2K. Congratulations him being the top fragger, and we will meet you at the very next game. Till then, if you are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe, and we will be right back on the very third game, which will be the map of Sanhok. Let's go for the shots. First player got knocked out. Another one player is also getting shots. He has tried for that finish. He could able to go for much more. Yeah. Okay, this goes a grenade against him and mistake him. Blended one. तर यो मिस्टेक हो यस्तो गर्ने आइपिएल भनेको फेरि इन्टरनेसनल प्रो लिग हो आइपिएल भनेको छोरा होइन क्रिकेटवाला
क्रिकेट हो कि भन
क्रिकेट कहाँ हुन्छ अनि यहाँबाट यस्तो रिफरेन्स ल्यायो त्यतिबाट अब चाहिँ यहीँबाट कन्टिन्यू हुन्छ अब यहीँबाट सुरु हुन्छ तपाईँको Let's go. Guys, let's go. La very last game has been not just last game, but third game. We have more two games left after this. Last two game will be our Miramar and Irengal at last. That will be the very map rotation. And this is the very third game. Third game, the short and sweet map. The map of Sanok. The short and sweet map, most probably. So we are looking forward for it. And let's go, guys. Third game. Let's get ready. We are looking after the very drop classes. For the team B, actually, they are overly firmly standing, but they haven't managed out any of the fights by now. But the fights will get started. The loading process has been already started, but I haven't got any of the gun. But okay, by the time he got QBZ and getting engaged in the very fights, is every player got one gun. Some of the player also got two guns, but getting engaged in the very fights, okay, but the team got knocked one of their players. Let's go for the shot. Another one player knocked the team. Okay, really again the very equal trade, but trade has been shot plus for the team B reacts. Okay, they have managed out this close on this side. They have managed out full frag on the early stage. They have got two players in that stage of getting knocked, but somehow they could able to manage out this plus on their sides, which makes them happy most probably. The very first team to get exited was our team who got #2 in the very last game. They have played really bad in this very game. They have managed out the very last game. The last game will be out the map of Miramar with 30 points, 24 frag points and 6 placement points, as they got in the very second runner-up or #2 position by the time. But this game is really bad for them since they haven't got any of the points in this very game, but they are on #2 in the very points table. We must need to look after it. The very healing up job has been already started for this team. For the team defense, 4 minutes standing over here. For the team T, player are getting knocked out, and okay, 2 of the player got knocked out. One of the player already got knocked in finish. Last player also got exited from here, and this will be the very thing for the team TIP. They have managed out 4 frag. 2 of the player already got knocked out. 2 of the player are available with 1 frag. But one interesting fact about them is they have contributed equal frag points in this very case. With 1 they have got 4 frag points on their side. For the team Yanamar, Mercy 99A already got knocked out in this very situation. For the team defense, Jimin, Ming 60A, Sinor and Zupper will be the very firmly standing. And if you could able to know that, so I just remember the very results of their first game where they have managed out overall 11 points as they got into the #3 in the very first game, so called not Miramar but Irangal map with 6 frag points and 5 placement points as they got into the #3, got exited into the #3, and that relay their results over here. And for the team Hyper, one of the players Spike already got knocked out. They are at on the very tabletop as with 38 points. Okay, I guess Suki is being knocked in finish over here. Okay, most probably they have to save Suki, the very legendary player for their very team, as the player to get most number of the frag. But last standing for this very team Hyper is also facing a lot of difficulties over here. Last player also got knocked in finish, and this fight goes to the team Reacts. They have managed out to squad a fight in a row, which makes them have had that 8 frag on their side. 2 of the player already got knocked in finish, so that last room is standing for this very team. The very top fragger was our player none other than BDX City. He solely managed out 5 frag for his team, and he is at on the very #1 in this very lobby in number of frags, and that is really appreciable. Most probably this game continues and goes as per the plan for them to be, and they could able to find or get into the very race of placement, or not just placement, on the very tabletop of getting #3 most probably, since you need to get into the #3 or 4th to get appreciated. Most probably #4 to get appreciated, and if you got a single error, then you could able to grab out that certain 2 or 1 $1. I didn't exactly know. I just has to get check out to the very prize pool, but never mind. Okay, for the team CSK, top player 2 has managed out 1 player got knocked out over here. They have managed out 3 flag standings over here. For the team number 7, 3 of the player already got knocked in. This is a very precise situation. It is really hard, not that precise to get game on their side. Okay, and last player got exited from here without any of the casualty. The team so-called CKS has managed out this game on their side, whereas the two frag has been contributed by our top player two, another one by top play. Another one play so-called top play one haven't got any of the frag points for the team. For this very team, Gia Laners hasn't got any of the frags yet, but Foreman is standing over here, so they could able to grab out points later on. Most probably, in order to get points, you must need to get survive. If you get survive, then there is chance or minimum opportunity will be created in order to grab frag points or whatever it may be. The very team FMY are looking for the very move of the team CKS. In this very present scenario, they are most probably trying to tackle some of the points or tackle the enemy team so-called CKS from here. By the time CKS they are into the very zone. The zone is being converted into the zone number 2 after some sort of second, which will be most probably 30 second from here. Let's just get ready. And for this very team, Foreman is standing only 30 second and less than that left in this very present scenario for the team so-called yes guys AF. Foreman is standing, AF Ginzi, AF Fong, AF Parker, and AF Andy Skip, where the very Foreman is standing for this very team. One is for the very situation of the player already got knocked out. We have the player available over here. This was the shot. Another one player also got knocked out. And let's go for the fights either way. For the team NF, it is being okay. It is being shopliftings. They are managing two player to get knocked out, but haven't got any of the frag points since. One player got knocked and finished over here. Last player standing is over here. Last player also got exited, and they could be able to grab out, I guess, 4 frag, but haven't has lost one of the players. In my sense, let's just get over here. Yes, I was right. Nahat OP got knocked and finished by this very team. 3 of the player are available, whereas they are here with the very 4 frag. Through 2 frag has been contributed by our Thuma Poo. 2 frag has been contributed by our player Light Stop, but the end haven't has managed out any of the fragments, whereas our player Sukal Nahat OP got exited without any of the frag points. Emolo or Apollo already got knocked out over here. So let's just get into that certain fight or situation for the team. Jade Kaishinu has managed out the very first track for the team. For the team, none other than yes, Sky is fake Kim Riggsy from standing for this very team, but haven't gone for the very fight either way. 48 players and 14 teams over here. First track has been contributed by a player none other than Team Fake. Wait, I will be just right back. Okay, not here. I have to check on YouTube most probably. Are we live or not? I don't have the backup device to look after it, so that okay, sorry for the inconveniences, but we must have one player got knocked and finished over here. Last player standing is over here. Last player also got exited. If guys, you are not doing like over here, like and subscribe, please do that. So that will really appreciate me, and that will really help to boost me up over here. And let's just get ready for the team J2. I'm standing. One of the players who called Apollo got knocked and finished by this very team, and we have to talk about the team NF33. The end 3 of the player are available, whereas one of the player already got knocked and finished. They have already managed our 4 frag for this very team. Only 1 minute and 40 seconds left. SBL for the team SBL as well. SBL BB69 Sanchir Kora and Xerox will be the form standing. Let's just get moving. They need to get engaged in the very zone, and most probably they need to get engaged in the very fights either way. They have to do that, so they have to play this game finely. This is the very aggressive map in my sense. It's in the short and sweet where there is maximum fights. There is not the fights between only 2 teams. If the 2 teams are getting fight, then other teams will directly and indirectly attracted by that fighting sound to get engaged for the third parties, which makes them more than 2 teams getting compete for that battle over here. So let's just get ready for the team phase. Foreman standing. Phase Kim Rexy will be the very player to grab out 2 frag for his team. Rather than that, 3 of the player is here without even the frag points. He's also brushing the very vehicle of the team number 15. Okay guys, that will be the very team thing. And for the for now, NF is getting engaged in the very first I guess last round standing for this very team where 2 of the player already got knocked in. Okay, first player got knocked out. Last player will be our Keshe Renu. Also, he also got exited over here for the team phase. They are getting close by for the battle, but till then, NF already has managed out this fight on their side. They have managed out 6 frag for this very team. So called NF. One of the bad fact, or only one bad fact about them is that they have already lose out one of the players so called Nahat OP. Rather than that, they all the available 3 player have grabbed out frag points on their side, whereas 3 frag has been contributed by our player Thomas Poo, another 1 kill by our Doin, and 2 by our Lazy Top. For the team defend, 2 of the player already got knocked in finish. 2 of the player for the team defend could unable to defend themselves, is lead them to the death. And that is a very true fact. Our last home standing were over here. First frag has been contributed by our player so-called Jet Win, but Min 68 hasn't grabbed out any of the frag pins where those 2 player who got exited from the lobby haven't got any of the frag points, and name of those player was our defense Super 9, and another one will be our defense Seer. That is the very thing. Only 20 seconds left for the next stage of the zone, and we will first shoot to be go for the next stage of the zone. That will be our stage 4. And the FCO is over here. Phase Kim Riggs Digit has managed a 2 frag for the team, which is really appreciable in this very job. Yeah, that is a very fine job to look after it. And this is the very stage start, and we are going forward for the next stage of the zone, which is stage 4, as like I already mentioned that fact in this very case. So let's just get ready for that. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And for the team 3 fun for players standing, they have managed out 4 frag, which has been contributed 1-1 by our Ram top 10, and 1 from our Rain, and 2 from our Cloud, and that is the very thing. Only 1 minute and 13 seconds left in this very present scenario, and this is the very stage start, and we are getting ready for the next stage of the zone. Most probably for the team Teep as well. They have managed out 4 frag for the team. Operated 1-1 kill without any casualty, so they are 4 minutes standing. They could be able to show us a 4-minute domination finally, I guess, as they are at on the very aspect 2 in the very first game. Second game wasn't that good for them to be, and third game is being fine since they have already managed out 4 frag. With that, the very 4 minutes standing, they are getting alive, or they are being alive, which was really great, and that is a very funful fact. I hope they could able to done this game on their side. I'm just hoping for their great, not only there, but I'm hoping for everyone over here best. They will able to do their best game. Okay, one of the player face game race is getting down for the very revival purposes is getting closer, or getting get together to manage the revival job down on time. Okay, he's also facing shots, but not able to succeed. Okay, I'm just telling that, but he also faced some of the damage. I guess he will definitely got knocked out if he could able to being okay. He could able to being scouted by the team number 18. This team ANF, they have managed of 7 frag, where Nahat OP will be the only casualty for the teams, but 3 players are doing great. As like I have talked about them many more. By the time this is the very stage 4, then we are going for the next stage of the zone, which will be our stage 5, and the zone will definitely get crowdy after that. Only 25 seconds left, then another stage will be going close by, which surely get the players rush to the zone. On that rush battle, they surely get engaged in the very fights, which will be the very interesting or curious part to look after, who kill whom, and who win against whom, how, and with what numbers, and that will be the very thing to just look after it. Only 1 minute and 30 seconds left. This is the very stage 4th, and we are going for the stage of the zone. And for the team NF, they are taking a long rotation to the zone. NF 33 in for this with team, they have already managed out 7 kills. Nahat OP already got knocked in finish, the solo or only player to get exited for this very team. 1 minute and 12 seconds left for the end stage of the zone. Let's just get moving. Okay, one of the player for this very team got knocked out. Ryun Punk, not Ryuma Pubink, and something like that got knocked out over here for the team GFN. 3 players are still available. They have already managed out 4 frag, which is a very plus or surplus thing to just look after it. And for the team BDX, They have managed out 8 frag. Two of the player for this very team has already got exited, and BDR was the very team to manage out the exit of the two very teams. That was our BXC and Hyper, two teams which are at on has like 1 and 2 in the very points table of match 2 overall. By the time two of the player already got exited for this very team, last team is standing. 20 seconds left for the team. GFCO has been knocked by our Kura for the very team. Tiffin is over here. Two of the player already got knocked in finish. Last room is standing where they have also managed out one frag. GF and Rema P Bunk also managed out that knocked in finish job. They have already managed out 9 kills. So they already got knocked in finish. First player has been converted into dot as we were unable to manage that knock over there. So let's just get ready. Okay, one player also got knocked out over here. Dapot Pandifu got knocked out. Last one standing is over here. They have also managed out to track the team. Going for the shots, but couldn't able to manage that knock job over there. Let's just get ready. Only 15 seconds left in this very present scenario, and this is the very stage 5. So we have to go for the another stage of the zone. That will be our stage 6. YFMY Mara Boy also got knocked and finished in this very present situation. Two of the player already got knocked and finished. Last one is standing for this very team. June has managed out the very first kill, whereas our player Main G68 hasn't got any of the frag points yet. Two of the player already got knocked and finished in this very present scenario for the team TIP as well. They are trying to getting is in the very fast. Let's go for the spray. Okay, this way, but okay, neither one of them is getting connected, but at the last they proved me wrong and managed those both of the kills on their side, which is really nice. But not both, but a single kill from there. One kill has got missed out, but that was a golden opportunity to got two of the frags from there, but they missed out. But never mind, they're trying. The very weak thing is trying. Keep on trying. The success will be definitely on your side if you keep on trying with your full potential. For the team ENF, this was the very last stage to get exited on hashtag 10. So RIP to them. They have also grabbed out some of the very fine points as a frag points. That will be really appreciable. For the team, none other than Freak Cloud also got knocked out. They are valuable disclose the shots against the Zyrox who got knocked out over here. And last one is standing is over here, so called Sanchir and Kora. Then standing that manager against Asian, but okay, Sanchir also missed out the golden opportunity. I don't know what but nice shots by Asian. One of the players who called Kora got knocked out. Last standing will be our Sachir. I regard this as the Sachir mistakes since that is really a easy fight over there, but he mistakes out that is one mistake but his player is being down in this very present scenario. Kora get down because of him, most probably. We could not directly blame him, but something like that. That is the very reason. If he could able to manage that knock at the very top of Apex, if he could able to knock him out, then Kora will never get knocked out. And on that stage, on that note, only 6 teams left in this very present scenario. 12 players. I'm talking about that, but no, 6 teams. From 6 teams, we have been converted into 5 teams. That 5 teams who is were on the game could able to manage out 3 point as a placement point instead of their out of their frag points. And that's just performing the very healing up. So for the team SBLX, last place standing. For the team TIP, players are getting knocked in finish. Aizen also got knocked out. Last place standing. Knight and Sirix will be the one standing. This comes the grenade against him, but could not able to get connected. Finally. For this very team, they have managed 6 frags. One of the player for the team TIP Sirix got knocked, and I guess he will get finished by the time. For the team TIP, last place standing. Aizen also got finished out. Sirix will be the very player who already got knocked out but haven't faced out that finish, but getting backwards for the very revival. Hope, but couldn't able to do that. So since last player also got exited by our players who call ASBL Sanchir, and 3 teams available over here. Solo player for the team Yasby Alex, one player is down. Right for the team defend. Goes against the Sunset, but his location exposed because of that. Let's get into the very fights. 1v2 need to be done, but he was not able to do that 1v1 properly, and this game goes to the team CKS. Congratulations to them on winning this very game with that the very 4, 8, 19, 11 frags, which makes total points of 21 points in this very game on their side. That is really appreciable. This is really impressive game for them to have a top fragger was our player none other than defense win with the very 8 frag. Congratulations to them, and I will meet you at the very next game. Otherwise, I will meet you at the very second last game, which will be the map of Miramar so far. So let's just get ready, and we'll be right back after a short and sweet break. Towards for the very revival. Hope but couldn't able to do that. So since last player also got executed by our players who call ASBL such Sanchir, and three teams available over here. Solo player for the team Yasby Alex, one player is down. Right for the team defend. He goes against the Sunset, but his location exposed because of that. Let's get into the very fights. 1v2 need to be done, but he not able to do that 1v1 properly. And this game goes to the team CKS. Congratulations to them on winning this very game. Okay, guys, here we are. The very second last game, as the map of Miramar has already been started. The longest strategic map for you to be for the team TIP. There are 4 minutes standing for this very team. They have done a very fine game in the very last game, which is the game of Sanok so far. That was really fine, not that great, but fine. In fact, fine. And only 1 minute and 24 seconds are left for the teams to get loot after outside the zone and get into the very zone on time. That will be really great. And I'm just looking forward for the drop classes, but I'm not seeing any of the single teams to have a drop class. Oh, that will be wrong since there is drop class. Let's go over here. They're just taking a TPB and looking after the very first movement of the enemy, most probably calling for the back of his teammates, since it is really hard to get engaged in the very fight solely. So let's go for the fight for the team BXC. 52K is getting ready with the grenade. One of the players is over here. He just know that not a single player but his squad is coming towards him, against or towards same thing, but never mind. 3 players standing over here. Frizz is getting ready with that very mini, but I guess 52K already got that location and knocked out 2 of the player. At the very same time, last place standing will be our player, none other than Expose Azura 88. Freeze got knocked in finished by 52K. I think first team to get exited would be our team, none other than Froze. Okay, not from a single area, from the double area. He got the swords, but yeah, they have managed out this squad fight on their side. Whereas our BXC had TL9K has managed out 2 kills and another 1 kill by our BXC 52K. BXC by Nas managed out 1 frag for the team, and that is the very thing. Hyper Marcos got knocked out and trying to make a finish on their side, and one of the player for the team GFN Miki S7 and GFN Yuma 7PB Yankee got knocked out of the player. Our last place standing will be our none other than Fukrai Season 7. He was the only player to manage our first kill for the team. Rather than him, 3 of the players is here with the range of the fragments, where one of the player already got knocked in finish and 2 players are on the knock stage, so that the revival situation or revival is being done, or trying to get that revival. One of the player already got revived. Another 1 player is also looking forward for the revival, but haven't got that revive. For the team Hyper, Marcos also got knocked out. 2 of the players already got knocked in finish. QREFT will be the last place standing for this very team. So let's just get ready. Okay, the revival need to be done, and the revival process has been already started or begin from here. 2 of the player already got exited, and he's also facing the swords. Okay, Hyper carries something somehow being safe, trying to get engaged in the very fights, but let's see what will happen next. He is just smoking out the situation and trying to go for the push against the 1 team, since CK has also trying for the third party. Let's see. They have already managed the 2 strikes, which is really great for the team. For the team G and Yan, okay, 2 of the player already got knocked in finish. Hyper, last place standing for the team Hyper, also got exit from here. Let's go for the swords, and these fights comes against the team GFN, which makes CK has to win this fight. By the time with that, the very 5 frag, 3 frag has been contributed by our player Shukal top play 2, another 1 by top play, and another 1 by Leonese. But play 1 hasn't got any of the frags yet. And for the team number 17 is getting close for the battle. Most probably that is the very probable thing to getting is on. And Inner's Day Ding, okay, they're trying to get fully boosted. This is the very first fight for them to be. This fight must need to be get fruitful if they have to continue this game confidently. And that is the very thing. Only 61 players and 16 teams were available over here. Are we live or not? Let me just carry something somehow being safe, trying to get engaged in the healing up job or boosting up job has been already started. Only 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team SBL. Firmly standing over here, but they haven't got any of the frag points so far. And another fact is that they don't have lose any of the players or face any of the casualties so far, and that is a very fine fact. But a bad fact is that they don't have any of the points. Well, we never know when to get exited. So that is the very thing. So they Haber has to get work on that frag points as well as placement point by being uh, by working on their survival skills. That will be the very thing, or that will be the very balanced diet for the placement point, not placement point, for the table points. And for the team PEK, Sirius is over here. See, the player are on full HP, whereas one player is at dot HP. That was a player so called Sirius. For the team BXC, again isn't being that much fine as they have managed out 4 frag, but last place standing. This is really bad situation for them to be. They are at on 34 points. By this game, they have already collected over 38 points. And going for the fights, let's go. Our C-pad has managed this cluster down. Okay, nice knock. Another 1 point for the point, and they're getting points, but never mind. They got exited with that very 5 points, which makes their total points at on 39 points. Whereas where are our team Hyper, who got 40 points altogether? Are they exited or are they live by the time they got exited? So with 1 points, which makes their total points at on 41 points, where the very Aztec 2 team is at on 39 points. Only 2 points difference is over there by the time. That is the very fact. So let's just get moving. For the team number 10, they have managed out 4 frag. One of the player for this team got exited without any of the frag points. Where was the available 3 player has managed out 2 frag Z. That is a very fine thing. So let's just get ready. Let's get moving with the very vehicle approach. 55 players are available with that the very 15 teams. And let's just get up. T-Rex got knocked out by Dulix, and that is a very fine thing. Let's just get up. 55 players in 15 teams were available here. This is the very stage 2, and we need to go for the another stage of the zone, which will be our stage start for you to be. And we are getting super excited to look after the very zone 16. Most probably that is the very thing. And GT Asung already got knocked out. CK as top play also got knocked out. Either way, for the team CK as last room standing, 2 of the player already got knocked in. Finish trying to go for the shots. 1 of the player got knocked out, but top 2 also got knocked out. Yunis will be the last player standing. He's just running out of the situation, just being safe and secure. That is the very main job to do that. So they have already managed a double digit kill points. They are really aggressive, but couldn't able to get any of the placement point, which is also an important factor for the game. So they have to look after this as well. For the team number 15, for the team Z, 2 of the player already got knocked in finish. Last room in standing. For the team TIP, last room in standing, 2 of the player already got knocked in finish. They have managed of 3 frag, where 2 frag has been contributed by our TIP scammer, another one by Asian. This goes the grenade. This could able to manage out some of the fine points. EMC Gulai Apollo is getting healed up by using that first aid, but this grenade also able to manage out some fine damage against him. For the team TIP, 2 of the player is coming forward for the battle against another 2 player for the team number 15, which is the team so called Z80Z. For the team as BLX, players are not just getting knocked out, but squad got finished out by the team BE, and we are late over there, but we are looking forward for this fight. Let's finish this out or wrap this up and move towards the another fight. And they're just performing the very healing of action, just creating some sort of cover by using the smokes, but never mind. Agent got Dulix knocked out through his grenade, and Apollo will be the last standing to be available. He need to manage a 1v2, but couldn't able to do a single fight. But Asian got both of the player get finished by his nade. A man with the golden hands can be regarded or can be rewarded as his name, since that was very impressive grenades against the very enemy's player. They have already managed out 5 frag, where 3 frag has been solely contributed by a player none other than Asian, 2 by Scammer, but Shirix and Nahid got exited without any other frag points, which was a really bad part of thing for them to be. But they have a last chance to prove themselves, since we have a last game left, which will be the map of none other than, yes, you guys are right, map of Erangel. Once again, at last, the first game was Erangel, the last will be Erangel, and that is the very thing. The starting and the ending point will be our map will be our Erangel for you to be. 3 from Rain got knocked out over here, where EXPR Naruto also got knocked out by them, and EXPR Kaizen already got finished by them as well. Last round standing for this very team, since one of the player already got knocked out. The revival job is being kind of hard for them to make it out. And let's go to the Naruto. He's trying to get into the cover in order to get that revival job done on time. He's just getting back. Okay, hope so he will get revived on time so that the teams will convert it into 3 men strong, which makes them a little bit easy in the very fight. Not just little bit, but much more easy in that very fights. Value for the team EXPR. Two of the players available. Naruto has been a leftover for this very team since Kaizen got knocked and finished, and Naruto is not going to be saved by his player since they have already decided to get moved on from that area, moved on from that past classes and get into the very zone fine portion. Zone is also far away, so that is a very right thing that they did that. So, but it was really risky to save their player, so that they have choose that thing to do. And I don't know why our 777 key also got offline. Sky, our player also got back into the time. So that is the very thing. 32 players and 11 teams are over here. This is the very stage start, so we must need to go for the another stage of the zone, which will be our none other than stage 4th. Only 1 minute and 5 seconds left for the team EXPR. 2 minutes stand. Two of the player already got knocked and finished in this very present is very concern, and that was a true fact. This is the very stage start and looking forward for that stage of the zone. The zone is on the way to get shift. And for the team fake, they have also managed at 4 frag. One of the player for this team got exited without any of the frag points, but 3 of the players are available. But 3 are those players who appreciate their team with that, or not just appreciate but contribute their team with that the very frag points, where 2 points has been contributed as a frag point by our player none other than Ami, and 1 per day 1 kill by our serious one, and then after that King Rexy. They are still getting moved in. Only 10 seconds left. EXPR Jilin 777 key got knocked out on the center of the zone, and not just knocked but finished as well. Last play standing for the team EXPR, and they are here without any of the frag or any of the points yet. If they had the expectation of getting placing, then they just need to survive until the very 3 teams to get exited. Since only has 8 teams will be able to grab out the certain placement points. Yeah, I have already talked about this in the very last 3 games as well. The placement points will look like that, as if you got inside hashtag 8, you will able to grab out 1 point as a placement point. On hashtag 7 as well, 1 point. Hashtag 6 will be 2, hashtag 5 will be 3, hashtag 4 will be 4, hashtag 3 will be 5, hashtag 2 will be 6, and hashtag 1 or chicken dinner team will able to grab out shot in 10 point as a placement point or chicken points, and that was a very fact. And per kill you could able to grab out 1 points, and that is the very new points table, a new points system for the team CKS. 3 of the player already got knocked in finish. Last on the list player will be our Leonis. 3 player got exited, whereas top player 1 got exited without any other frag points, but top 2 got exited with 4 frag. As like that, top play got exited with 2 frag for this video team. 3 of the player already got knocked and finished. So last in the list plays Tani, and he is at on the hashtag 1 of that top frag release, which was really fine. And let's just get into the very zone. Zone just got converted. BE got that zone. This goes the short board. Exa is at on that dot, as we must need to get healed up by the time. The first aid applying process for this spirit team begins shortly. Okay, I was wrong. He's trying to get the heal up zone done by the bandages. It was a really a fine decision made by him to save his consumables for the future references, and that is a very fine thing. That is called a sustainable development. Okay. Not compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs, meet his own needs, and that depends on some sort of definition for him. In this case, one is properly. but getting ready. Only 39 shots against the team, but couldn't able to get succeed for that knocked out. EXPR for the team EXPR, 3 of the player already got knocked and finished. Last place standing will be our EXPR's Skytone 461. 777 kick already got offline by being knocked and finished. This team haven't had got any of the frag points so far, so they're at on 0 points by the time, and enemies teams are keep targeting and locating the last player on their side to get that kill down on their hand or on their table. Piggy serious. Yumi is here with the 2 frag. 1 frag has been contributed by our player so called Piggy serious, another one by fake Kim Rezi, and for the team AF as well. For this spirit team in escape manage our first kill. 3 of the player is here without any of the frag points. Yeah, they are getting inside the zone in the same vehicle, which is risky, not little bit but too risky to do that. So they got into the zone in a ease of the zone. For the team Goats Project OP, for this spirit team 4 minutes standing but haven't had grab out any of the frag points or face any of the casualty. They are also cool able to regard it as a neutral team who haven't faced any of the casualty and got any of the elimination point on their side. Because of that fact, we can able to consider them as a neutral team. For the team Goats, 4 minutes standing is over here, only 1 second left, and this is a very stressful. We must need to get into the another stage, and I was really curious where does the zone 16 will go as, and this is a really interesting zone. And almost 90% of the teams are outside the zone, so they need to get inside the zone as soon as possible. Only 1 player science looking after is on the zone, and that was our player none other than BSM77BX. For this spirit team, they have already managed a 5th frag. One of the player for this spirit team already got exited, so we are this team is at on 3 men. Okay, for this spirit team, among the very 3 players who are alive, 2 player has managed out 2 frag per head. Sam 77 manager 2 and our Higza manager 2 points, but our SK66 hasn't got any of the frag points. As like that, Binti VX got exited without any of the frags either. 148 left in this spirit prison scenario, and we are looking after the team Sukal NF. For this spirit team, 3 player available, 1 player is absent for the spirit shocking team. Good scalp also got knocked out over there. For the team AF as well, for this very team, they have managed out 3 kills. First kill has been contributed by our AF Fong, 2 kill by Escape, and Ginzi and Park is here without any of the frag points but getting engaged in the very fight, trying to make this game on their side. Let's go for the fight. First player got knocked out and second one also got knocked out for this team, but it is really hard. Ammo is really low and he's really confused of doing what. But luckily his teammates just drop out some of the ammo, which makes him really fine and easy to get ready for the fights. But never mind, he also got that running shots, which makes him exit through the lobby in this second last game and making a cover for the team BE. They must need to get into the zone since one is a solo player is at on zone. Rather than that, for the team number fake, team number 10, for this period team, one of the player already got knocked in finish, and Haber had managed our 6 frag as a frag point. As they got into the hashtag 6, they could able to manage our 2 point as a placement point, and that was a fact. Let's just get moving. 18 players and 6 teams are over here. For the team Goats, players are being exited outside the zone, which was not that fine. Last place standing for this spirit team, and I'm just expecting that last room standing, not a solo, they will also definitely got exited outside the zone, as like the player got exit or should he get exit outside the zone. Last place standing will be a Uhuki 99. They have managed 3 kills. 2 of the player already got knocked in finished. Third player will definitely got finished, as like I mentioned out. BDX someone got knocked out, one of the players for the team 3 fun, which was our Zyro. Last room is standing for this video team, but the revival process has been already started, so that I'm hoping okay the revival process has already been done and succeed on time, which makes them 3 men strong again, where they have lost one of the players, and that player was the top fragger for this period team, since he or she has managed a 2 frag for his team, his or her team most probably, but got exited RIP. And last game, after this last game will be our the game of Iringal, none other than that for the team Fake. Kim Lexi also got knocked out. Another one player Sirius also got knocked out. Sirius last place standing for the team DF Yumi B, and he was the solo fragger, not solo fragger but a top fragger for the team, and altogether he was at an hashtag 4, but he was top at his team, or he was a top contributor for his team. This game has been already converted into hashtag 511 players, and 5 teams are over here. 1 in 9 second left in this very present scenario for the team B. Players is getting knocked, not knocked. That will be the very finish. Esewa will be the last place standing and trying to get in the very fight, and it will able to manage out that knocked and finish quickly, which makes him happier since somehow he could able to grab out 1 extra point, which is really great. Last round standing for the team FMY, since one of the player already got knocked in place and one of the player for the spirit team is absent in this very short in game. Our 3 fun Zyro also got knocked out. Last place standing will be our top, but okay, one of the player got knocked out, but back up work on time, which makes their altogether kills of 7 kills, whereas 4 kill has been contributed by Zerif, 3 by Amman. 2 of the player already got knocked in finish. 5 players are over here. 5 players are over here with the very 3 teams that was ready for the team DF. Yumi is over here. 3 of the player already got knocked in finish. 6 kills has been already collected by the teams, and yeah, Yumi is doing bad thing. Most probably, he was waiting and trying to make a bait to knock and finish the player out, and he's letting everyone to fight against each other and trying to advantages at last and going with the grenade. By the time 2b1 is the battle that is being formation over here. Grenade is being cooked by our player DF to me, but haven't gone for it. First player has got knocked out. By the time he must need to get him finished by the time. Nice one. That was a nice strategy for sure to be, and I love that patience. But let's see what will happen next. Must need to get that reload done, but he got exited, or he could able to deny his kill, but he could not able to save or secure his kill either. Last place standing for this very team, and his location is also exposed for the team BD. Oman also got knocked in from outside the lobby. Last place standing was our player Shukal BD Xerif 458. The 1v2 first player got knocked out. Last place standing will be our none other than White Cat. The revival process has been already started for this very team. BDX Serif is over here. Let's go for the fight. Thought is trying for the reflex, but couldn't able to do that too. And last player also got knocked in finish pro here. And the champion team for this very game, or the winner team, was our team, none other than FMY. They have managed out this game with the very 4 frags, which means that they got 10 points of the placement or 7 points. So congratulations to them. They have managed out 14 points in a single game, which was second last game, the map of the Miramar, and the last game video Irengal. So stay tuned. And top fire for this video game was our player none other than BE Hexa with the very 5 elimination. Thank you so much for watching till the very end, and I will meet you at the very last game. Till then, bye bye. We'll be right back. Standing will be our none other than White Cat. The revival process has been already started for this very team. VDX Serif is over here. Let's go for the fight. Thought is trying for the reflex, but couldn't able to do that too. Okay, guys. The very last game has been already started for the day, and last game of the event most probably. And I hope you guys are excited as like I do. And this is the very last game, and this is happening over here. As like it, I wanna show that. And for the team JET, one of the players is that in that dot SP. He must need to get healed up by the time, and he's trying to get healed up with that bandages using that bandages to get healed up by the time. For the team SBL as well, 4 minutes standing. Abel has to go for the verified jet. 3 player available over here, and I need to just get healed up on time. Only 1 minute and 5 seconds left in this very present scenario. This is the very stage 1, so we must need to get into the very end stage of the zone. That will be our stage 2 for sure to be. Only 54 seconds left. JET Esewa Foki is over here. 3 player available. One of the player for this very team is absent. And for now to be EXPR Kaizen 77K, EXPR Naruto 7, and EXPR Skytone 461, and EXPR Zeldrim 777K will be the very player to be available over here. And CK's top play 2 is also over here. Gialeone's CK's top play 2, CK's top play, and top play 1. Oh my god, everyone is top over here. And for the team AF, these two teams are competing each other for the drop. And the team has been converted into 16 teams since 3 of the players for the teams Z already got exited over here. For the teams as well as 2 of the players got knocked out, but the revival process has been already started for this very team. And okay, fight has already been started over here as well. As by now to be Zairo has managed the very first kill for the team FMY. Very first player got exited as Mar Boy, but 3 players are available. Let's get ready. For the team number 11, they haven't got any of the frags yet, but getting loot, some sort of loots over here. They need to bypass the very 1000 meter to get inside the very zone. Zone isn't on the main plot. The very main plot is to get a revenge and to manage this game well properly, as this is the very last game of the event. The very healing of job has been already started. They have already loaded out their gun, which was a really nice thing to do. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this very present scenario. As like I already mentioned out, this is the very stage 1, and we have to go for the next stage of the zone, which will be our stage 2. So getting ready for that. Absolutely right. And for the team as BL, Sanjir got already knocked out. For the team CKS, 4 minutes standing were over here, but yeah, as like I mentioned out, haven't grabbed out any of the frag points since both of the teams are looking for the very first movement by their enemy. So that doesn't make anyone to just fall in that disadvantage or advantage traps over there. Exclusive grenade, but couldn't able to get succeed to beat that the very fine sense. So let's just get ready as well. Sunset is over here. They're trying to get that heal up job done and already done, and just get backed. For my white cat also got knocked in. Finished 58 players and 16 teams are over here, and we are just getting ready. Gialeone, Sikia's top play 2, top play 1, top play already got knocked and finished. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left. This is the very stage 1, so we must need to get ready for the another stage of the zone. As LBB69 is over here. FMY for the team FMY, White Kite and Marmar Boy already got knocked and finished. Last minute standings over here. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left for now, and we have to get moved in. And for the team FMY, Boo is over here. Only 1 minute and 50 seconds left in this very present scenario. SBL X-Man Zairo. And at the upper D, Twitter player knocked out Boisake Garden. And let's go for the fights. Let's go for the fights. And shots. And let's go for the shots either way. Fair even जानु पर्ने कुरा मलाई पिल्नलाई ट्राई गर्दै राम्रो shots अब बाहिर निस्किनु पर्यो खै त घरको जाऊ न नटर ओके लास्ट प्लेलाई नि इजी ट्याकल डाउन गरिन्छ अनि अल टुगेदरमा 6 फ्ल्याग निकाल्न सफल यो टिम्स एउटा प्लेयर नक 10 फिनिस भएका छन् सान्चेर डोडाचमा बचाए जसमा लाग्छ BB69 पनि बाँच्छन् यहाँनिर 3टा प्लेयरको साथमा फेरि स्ट्यान्ड बाई पोजिसनमा आइहाल्छन् उनीहरू द रिभाइभल हेज अलरेडी बिन डन अब अर्को दोस्तीलाई बचाउनलाई जानु पर्यो अर्को दोस्ती यहाँ छन् अर्को दोस्ती त लाइभै रहेछ नि त निकै कम म्याचमा रहेछ नक भएर हिँड्छन् कि नक भयो जस्तो मानेको थिएँ मैले बट आई वाज स्ट्रङ एट द्याट पोइन्ट 6 किल्स निकाल्न सफल यो टिम्स 2टा प्लेयर अलरेडी गट नक 10 फिनिस सिगियासको टिमलाई पनि यहाँ देख्न पाइन्छ एउटा प्लेयर मात्र नक 10 फिनिस बाँकी प्लेयरहरू एज इट इज नै एभाइलेबल खोइ कहाँ लाइभ त भइरहेछ लेट मी जस्ट चेक इट आउट वान्स Boo is over here. Only 1 minute and 50 seconds left in this. Okay, guys, the very last game. Let's just see that 3 fun Zairo got knocked out already for the team EF as well. From standing, first kill has been contributed by a player Long, not Long but Fung. In his taking process has been already started and has already done that in his taking process. 1 9 seconds left for this very present scenario. 3 fun Zairo got knocked out. Hades over there. Let's go for the shots. Okay, trying to go for it but haven't gone either way. Let's just get ready. One of the player already got knocked in finish. 3 player are available and trying to go for the smokes. Cover this with the shots and that was a nice knock. And he's trying to get that reload knock and already done that and using that shot in instinct to get hit up by the time. Let's just be ready and let's go for the fights. And one of the player that has gone knocked out already got revived over here and one of the player Leonis got on Dorazi, so he must need to get healed up by the time and trying further heal up by using that first aid. He do have a first aid but why he isn't using, but he's getting used by now. Finally need to get engaged in the fights. The fight need to be wrap up on the time since zone is giving them numerous damage which is not good for them. Okay, that is a very true fact. Top play 1 is over here. Since top play already got knocked in finish and bandage applying process has been already started for this team since booster he do have boosters but he already got boost up but he's trying to get on much as much he could and the bandage applying process has been already started for the team EF. 3 of the player are here without any of the fragments. First frag has been picked by our player Fong. And Escape also got knocked out. Let's go for the fights. Sense the team TIP players are getting not just knocked but a finishing job as well. Only 1 minute and 15 seconds left in this very present scenario. Hyper for the team Hyper Marcus has managed our first kill where 3 of the player are here with the winner of the fragments. Only 30 teams left and we are going to the match. This was the shots but sadly our Suki got knocked out. Last 3 minutes standing for this very team. They are here and definitely trying to manage that revival job on time. 56 minutes. He has top play 2 also got knocked out over there. Only 43 players and 13 teams are available. The revival process has been already started for this team, which was a really fine thing for the team GF. And okay, one of the player already got taken down over here. Last man standing, Ziafan Miski also got knocked out. Dapat the last man standing, he also got finished over here. Only 38 players and 11 teams are available hereby. And we are going further another stage of the zone that will be our stage third, sure. So let's just get ready for it. And 3 fun ran. Phoenix Cloud also got knocked out. Zyro is finished by now. Another one player also got knocked out over here. And last place standing will be our Rambo top 10. Nice knock. That will be the very finishing toss. 36 players and 11 teams are available so far. Is our microphone all okay? Yeah, all okay. And yeah, he's facing some sort of swords, but okay. There was a very slamming over here. Okay, you need to figure out this clutch in order to get survive over here. Enemy teams are trying to go with the very grenade. The team BXC, so-called BXC, they are trying their level hard in the very last game. They have to prove themselves by being fabulous in this very games. Since this is the game that will take a lead to their hashtag 1 or just got into the very hashtag 5 position. This game will directly determine that fact. But Haber has managed out 3 factors for the team BXC and for the team SBL last place standing. Since 3 of the player already got knocked in finish, they have already managed our 8 frags where 5 frag has been solo contributed by our player Sukal Kura and he is not just a top fragger for the team but for the whole lobby as well, and that is the very thing. This goes the shots against SBL Cobra as well, and that will be the very casualty for the team GT. 3 player available but haven't got any of the casualty. One of the player is absent for this very team, so they are 3 in number. They have managed out 1 frag from Kaneki, but 2 player is here without any of the frag points. And for the team ENF, ALYZ top got knocked out. Last round standing here, and the inner staying taking process has already been done. So need to get out of this thing as soon as possible. Hyper Caro is also getting moved. NF 33, the end is also getting moved. Only 6 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team GT as well. Kaneki has managed out the very first kill. 2 player is here without any of the frag points for this very certain team. So where 1 player is absent, as like I already or pre-mentioned that fact in front of you guys, and we are going for the another stage of the zone. That will be definitely the stage 4th, and we are getting super excited to show the not just show but also see the zone 16. AF Phone has managed out 3 kills solo, 1 kill by Escape, Parker, and AF Jins is here without any of the frag points. But getting moved out. Okay, Gorge Yuki 99 also got knocked in finish. We do have only 19 left in this very present scenario for the team EXPR. Players are also getting knocked out in this very present scenario. Last 3 players standing. Let's just get moving. 1 minute and 18 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team BXC as well. This team has managed our 3 kills, 2 kills by our BXC 52k, 1 kill by 1B99. EXC Naruto 27 is over here. Let's just get back. I'm trying to get back as soon as possible. This was the short against the Naruto. Also got knocked out. Sky Toma and our Zervam 777k will be the very dominant standing. 2 player already got knocked and finished. Only 50 seconds left in this very present situation. Trying to go for the shots but haven't gone for it either way. For the team D, Singo is over here. This goes the shots and players are getting knocked out in this very sense. And okay, Esewa is also facing some level of shot, not just one but many shots. Hyper Marcos will be the very player. Esewa is over there. This goes the shots against Hyper Marcos is making a sort of cover. This team has managed altogether 8 kills, 26 players and 9 teams will be the very teams to be available over here. The bandage applying process has been started and being done. Only 8 teams tips, which means that each and every team which got inside hashtag 8 will be able to manage out 1 point as a track point, which is written in the very new point system of PUBG Mobile Sports and competitive scenario. Most probably GT Kaneki also got knocked out over there for the team EF. Women standing for this very team, but they got 4 kills in this very present scenario. Let's talk about the team so called our X33 Ruby Chan. For this very team, Kaneki also got knocked in finish. Standing with trying to go for the shots but haven't get connected exactly since there are no enemies. Therefore that was his only imagination to imagine any enemy over there. Most probably since there was a smoke, so there is a high chance of being enemy over there, so most probably he got himself or try or give himself a try. If there is someone, then yeah, most probably that will be effective enough to get a knock or to get assist. Either way, that must be the very fact. But let's talk about the another team, so called Defend. Defend is defending overall teams since they are firmly standing with 1 kills. And fun fact, they are firmly standing, and that is the very one thing that I do expect they will definitely try to get a very fine game for the team BX. Either way, how many players are there? There are 4 minutes standing, but they are with 6 kills. Really impressive. Most probably they are trying for the chicken in the very last game. I guess team Hyper already got knocked in finish. The team is at hashtag 1 got exited. Yes, they got exited with that 8 frags. Okay, they are also done a very fine job as a BX just managed 7 points as 1 point as a placement and remaining 6 points as a frag points, and that is a very fun fact. Only 1 minute and 9 seconds left in this very present scenario. This is the very stage 4, so we need to go for the next stage of the zone. That will be stage 5. Okay, come on, let's go. Okay, they are just looking downside at the apartment area to look after the angle to get knocked out over there, and trying for the vehicle spray. way. Okay, only one bullet collected. Rather than that, other way bullets gone as a wastage, and Victor is just done that healing absorb, and he's properly ready enough to get engaged in the very battle. In this sense, is pulled and trying to make a knockout there, able to do that. So, and only 25 seconds left in this very freaking scenario. Stage 4, and let's just get ready. BXC 52 kids over here, and let's just be ready. Only 13 seconds left. X33 Ruby Chan also got knocked and finished by our player so called Serious, and that was a fun fact. And trying to heal up by using that certain painkiller, and have already done it. For this player team, they have already grabbed out 6 kills. This is stage 4, and we have to go for the next stage of the zone. And for the teams NF, one of the player already got knocked in his last time standing, which makes them to grab 2 kills for their team. Thom Hapu, and let's just get inside. PK Serious One also got knocked in finish for the team defend. They are doing really great and trying to make this game on their very side. Defend Super 9 and Zwin, and our so-called player defend Ming's 68. Defend Sewer is a very player over here. Zwin and Sewer will be the 2 men standing. Let's just get moving or get out of this game. Only 19 players and 17 are available. Yes, I was right. Most probably that was a fun fact that we need to just cooperate. And for the teams, EXP 2 men standing. 2 of the players already got knocked and finished. However, that knocked over here or over there, trying to get that knockdown with the very grenade. But for the team BX, they have already managed out this with a beautiful spray of M16. Where were they? They are at on the very top side of that apartment upside hill. That was a really fine spot to get the frags or knocks from there. They could able to see the both area, which was our school and apartment at the same time. But the only danger for them is that backlash player, so-called, what was that, so-called goats project would be. But I don't know what is he doing. He do have had a vehicle. He need to get into the zone as soon as possible. For this very team, they have already managed out 4 frag, where 2 of the player has managed out 2 frag from Spike and 1 from Uchi, and that player got knocked in finish. Both of them got knocked in finish, and 1 player so-called Wookie Int got knocked in finish without any of the flag points. The game has already been converted into top 6, which means the teams which got inside these will able to grab out 2 points as a placement points. One of the player for the team defend got knocked and finished, and another one just got knocked out. Last one standing were available. 15 players and 5 teams are over here. A Ghost Project OP also got knocked and finished. This is the very stage 5, and we are going for the end stage of the zone was probably for the team BXC. They have got already 7 kills. For the double digit kill points, they have to pick more 3 kills. And NF is getting inside the zone. They have already managed 3 kills, where they have lost one of the players. But 1 player is already absent for them, so they are at on 1 2 standing by the time. This was the shots against the Thomapu. Also got knocked out. Last player standing the in. If he just got died, and this will be the dog. This was the shots, as like I mentioned, and he also got died. Last 4 teams were remaining over here. 13 players and 4 teams are over here. Only 3 seconds left. This is a very stage 5, and we need to move for the end stage of zone, which will be our stage 6, and this was the stage 6, and AF got that zone. Some sort of zone, but not exactly. And okay, by here, team none other than BX is just got entered into the zone. They also have a zone ease or another fact or another fine or the or surplus fact, which is that they have the upper here advantage to take on. And here are 2 teams who are outside the zone, and they are trying to get in the very fights, which doesn't seem accurate. If they can able to wrap up on time, then the zone will be really key to take. Most probably they are just getting shots. June just got some level of shots, and that grenade damaged either. And one of the players got knocked out. I guess last player also got knocked and finished. This team already has managed out 5 kills. One of the player for this spirit team already got knocked and finished. As they already wrap up this fight, they need to get into the very zone, but it is being hard. Why? DXC are looking after them. Since BXC has upper hill advantage, they will able to look everywhere, just everywhere. They are not letting the very teams to go to the zone. By the time they also facing the shot, let's go for the shots. But haven't gone for it either way. While 11 players and 3 teams are overly here by the time. Only 20 seconds left in this very present scenario. As like I also already mentioned out, this is a very statistics and we have to go for the MSAs of the zone. This was the most probable thing to just look after it for the team defend. Minenji already got knocked out. This particular defend last room is standing one of the player who able to manage Jupiter 9, just manage out 1v99 to get knocked over here. And BX is also facing some backlashes. This team has managed out 10 kills, which is double digit kill points, and another one will be here. Scape got knocked out outside the very zone and trying to get that kill done, but haven't gone or haven't managed this well. Only 3 teams left, and they have already managed out 4 kills in this present scenario. 10 players and 3 teams were over here, and the revival process has been already started, and I think it will be possibly done. And they have converted into 4-man array again, and the shots is coming continuously on their sides, but couldn't able to manage out that much fine damage for the team. Defense 2 of the player already got knocked and finished. This team has already grabbed out 5 kills for the team. Stephen Jibin is the very player with Jupiter 9. This team has managed 5 kills for the team. Synergy taking process has been already executed for this video team. They have already managed 5 frags, so I'd like to congratulate them at once, but they don't have a zone, so it will be a very bad part of the thing. And BXC is trying to make defend undefendable by the time, and just need to get out of this thing as soon as possible. Let's go. Trying to make another one smoke as a cover. Let's just get moving. I think, but if they consulize themselves to the broken wall, then it will make a cover. BX is also facing casual last play. Oh my god, it was really rough. I guess Fung also got knocked out, but he don't face that knocked out situation. Last play standing for the team defense will be our 3. He's also facing some level of shots. He must be safe, but he couldn't able to go to the safe space on time, so last player also got exited, and last game secretary goes to the team AF with 9 kills, which means they got 19 points at the last game. I don't know the exact results. The results will be up in the very messenger group right now. Check it out. And the very top fragger for this very game was our player none other than AF Fong with 6 elimination. Thank you so much for watching till the very end. Bye bye, take care. Very present scenario SBLX Mazairo, and at upper D out of this thing as soon as possible. Let's go. Trying to make another one smoke as a cover. Let's just get moving. Consulize themselves to the broken wall, then it will make a cover. BX is also facing casual last play. Oh my god, it was really rough. I guess Fung also got knocked out, but he don't face that knocked out situation. Last play standing for the team defense will be our 3. He's also facing some level of shots.